Hello everyone, I am Catechus, and today we will be continuing our guided walkthrough for Breath of Fire 2. Last episode, we went spelunking in a whale, literally. But now he acts as our boat, so that's cool. Also, his grandkids told us the Grassman is in Tunlan. However, this episode we will be ignoring that as we get the secret character, see some more Easter eggs, and progress the best ending. Now sit back and grab some snacks as we dive in. Alright, where are we at? 19. So close to 20. Ryu can almost drink. Here we are in Township. We got our team. We're all healed. Lovely, because we had a bad time inside Grandpa. Now, for this episode, luckily we have Grandpa, so we're going to do some exploring. Starting with a very secret character we can get. In order to find said secret character, we're going to want to use Grandpa here at the beach. Now, you don't have to get the character now. You can get them quite literally any time from now to the end of the game. However, we can do it now, so let's do it now. Now, what we want to do is go to the southeastern part of the desert there, and that's where we're going to get off. Easiest way is to just hug this continent around. We'll get there eventually. Enjoying the fact there are no fights while you're on the water. Just keep swinging around here. Go up north in the first beach we find. There we go, this one. Now, since this is a character that we can get pretty much any time from now to the end of the game, needless to say, the enemies are going to be a pain in the butt. So, in this area we are in now, this is the Great Desert area, we're going to have some lovely enemies here. We're going to have Cancer, who drops Earth Armor and the Love BR. That's an accessory that restores 1 hit point per step taken in the world map. So that's pretty neat. We got the G Idol, which could drop Brave Armor. Titong, which drops a Thorn Whip for a future character. More importantly, a Glass Dagger for Sten. The R Guard, or I think Royal Guard, which drops Bronze Hat, Iron Shield, whatever at this point. And then the Road Slug. Yeah, aren't these some lovely enemies? Anywho. Oh, apparently I rambled so much it turned into nighttime. Let me fix that real quick. Anywho, what we're going to want to do is walk north here, and you can kind of see it on the screen here. There's a bit of a circle there, and what this is kind of reminiscent to Breath of Fire 1, if you remember Wisdom. Yeah, this is technically Wisdom, and we have the same spirits that were from Wisdom. Hey, why are you here in this game? Oh, Blue has gone out. Thanks for revealing the secret character name dropper. But anyway, yeah, we're here for Blue, and if we check our inventory screen here, they spelled her name wrong. It's the Blue Room instead of Blue's Room. I don't know, the E's in the wrong spot. Whatever, they could have easily called it Wisdom 2. What do you gotta say? Yeah, Blue's gone out. Ah, good, you parrot each other. Now, yeah, she even has her own private bathroom. That's nice. Now, if we come here to the top right room, wow, Blue likes to party. Good to know some things don't change. My God, is that just... She's got 40s on the dresser. Oh, Blue. Hey, are you stuck cleaning this up? Oh, Blue is so irresponsible. Yes, she is. Now, before we leave, we can loot her room. Over here in the treasure, we get a Tunlan, which remember is a token for the one carpenter that has the minigame that we don't have. And then here is, in this dresser, is condition up. So, not great loot. But it appears Blue's out, and we should probably find her. Shockingly, she's actually pretty easy to find. There's no dungeon or anything. So, we're going to head to the world map, and then we're going to have Jean warp us all the way back to hometown. Now, you may be wondering if the game gives any hints for getting Blue in your team, and the answer is sorta. House 1 has the resident Watts, I believe it's Watts anyway, who gives game tips in riddle form, and one of his riddle forms hints at Blue. The problem is, you're not really going to find Watts without a guide, and if you have a guide, you already know about Blue. Literally, if I recall, that's the only hint this game gives on where Blue really is. So we're going to do that, head into Hometown's magic school here. And you're not going to see her. She's in disguise. So she's not on first floor. So we're going to head to second floor, and we're going to talk to the lovely ladies in here. Hey, have you seen a weird lady named Blue? We're still in training, so we can't use magic irresponsibly. I'm sorry for your loss. Hey, do you know Blue? It bothers me to be told by someone else. I think it would be better to get back by using my own gut instincts. Do you guys need anyone? Someone that's really good, huh? Oh, egads, it's Blue in disguise. My name is Blue. Yeah, I could tell. I'm sure you've heard my name before. I'm the legendary magician. Honestly, nobody talks about you. Well, I'm gonna hang around for a while, and with that tune, she joins our team. Quite forcibly. That was super easy to do, but super easy to miss. And for right now, I'm just gonna show her off and throw her in instead of Jean. First thing you're gonna notice, her level is 35. Yeah, again, she's supposed to be an endgame secret character, but you can get her now. And I love that her portrait is just winking at us. Neato. At the moment, she's only going to be a temporary teammate as I show her off. And yeah, she is half snake. You can see her little tail there slithering along. And we can check out her spells and equipment. So spell-wise, all endgame spells. Sonic Boom, Bomb, Freeze, Flame, Death, of all things. Some stat up abilities, Sap, so she can steal enemies' health. She can steal enemies' AP. She has Warp and Exit, so she is pretty darn good. And then equipment-wise, she uses pretty much the same stuff as Nina. So she uses rings for weapons and all this other jazz. Her wisdom is off the charts, though, which shouldn't be surprising since she is endgame level. So if you want to use her and make the game easier, or if you're having a tough boss fight, throw Blue in, she'll help out immensely. So now that we've seen her character sheet, let's go outside and see some of her craziness in action. So if we get into a fight, we can show off her special ability, which is one of the few that are actually good. So I'm just going to have everyone defend, so she'll actually get it off here. So her ability is Shed. What that does is restores her HP and AP, but reduces her defense. And when I say restore, I mean all of it. So yeah, she'll just refresh. It's just 0 there because she doesn't have anything to get back. Okay, the other weird thing about Blue is her attack. Okay, she has a ring, but she really uses her staff. I don't know, does she just clip it on the end of her staff? Magic, I guess. But there we go, there's Blue in combat. One more thing Blue can do, and conveniently there's a nice little tuft of grass there, is she can hunt. Sort of. And I'll show you what I mean. So if we come in here and we use Blue, yeah, she just destroys them all in fire. And you don't get meat, you only get charcoal. So I'm just gonna grab this up. You never know when you might need some charcoal. We won't need charcoal. But it's just funny. I went the wrong way there. Never mind. There we go. Alright, so that's Blue. Next on our list here is we're going to go to the Island of Giants. It has another name to players, which is called the Level Up Island, and you'll see why. But to get there, we're going to want to go down here to Township. Then we're going to want to go straight west. And we'll find this island here, which we'll be getting to shortly. And then we're going to want to find the beach and go south. And we're going to find this. This is another final area in the game. This is the main headquarters for the Church of Evrai. So whenever we're in a town and there's a church, this is their main headquarters. Anyway, from here, we're going to want to go to the bottom of it and head straight south, and we'll wrap around the map to the north side. Eventually, and here we go, the Island of Giants. Now, be very careful. I do not recommend you guys make this trip yet, and I'll show why with the enemy cards here. They're all crazy powerful. We have the Gong Head, but he is a Giga Chad version. Core King, who you'll only hit for 1 damage. A Sludge, which I think is Atomic Sludge, if I remember correctly. And the K Sludge. He may be tiny, but very, very deadly. If you get in a fight with any of these, you're probably gonna die at this point. Even if you bring blue, you're gonna have a hard time here. So now that we're here, we're gonna wanna careful. Ah, crap. So I encountered one of the Gong Heads and I ran, but while doing so, Ryu died. What fun. So what we're gonna do now is get into this house as fast as possible before we fight something else. Anyway, very tiny house, and inside is another Easter egg. Oh my god, it's Bo and Karn, and not just any Karn, but, you know, actual Karn, because for the North American version, they adjusted Karn's skin tone to avoid a controversy, so fun. Anyway, Bo, what are you doing here? You're too old to be in this game. Well, I was plowing this land and I found a shining rock. When you hold the rock in your hands, you can see the bones. Isn't it strange? Yeah, it's called amber, bud. Good job. What about you, Karn? Why are you here? What? You think you know us? You must be mistaken. I don't know you. That's not how this works. Like, someone can know someone without them knowing you. Alright, well, whatever. This is the Easter egg. We got Karn and Bo in here along with Blue. Super weird. And we're done. Isle of Giants is officially on our do not land on list because we will die. So we're going to warp out of here. So we're going to warp back to hometown because, well, Ryu's dead and we got to fix that. So Ryu, let's get you a heal. Also, we're going to end up going to a place a little more appropriate for our level, meaning we can actually fight and kill the monsters. Hooray! Hey girl, I need a nap. And like every doctor. Thank you. Alright, now that Ryu's alive, I'm going to swap Jean back in for Blue because even though we have her, she does make the game a little on the easy side. And I want to show that you don't have to have her. So I'm going to have Bo, Cat, and Jean. There we go. So now we're going to proceed to an island called Guntz, and we're going to push forward for the best ending. So what we're going to do is a similar route. We're going to come down here towards Township. We're going to go straight west. And the first island we run into, this one here, we're going to land. I don't know what the island's name is, but the town just to our left is called Guntz. And again, more enemies here. So we're going to have the Cotris, which drops Wise BLs and W Fruit. Good job if you get a drop. Then the Gannet, which is a little machine guy. He drops a Moon Drop, the most OP broken healing item in this game. Bully for you if you get one. Then the Sea Sludge, because he's freaking everywhere. The S Golem. Those are awesome because it's another opportunity to get stone armor. The Dynafung, weird name, they cast thunder once. The G Lizard, you know, the ones we fought inside Grandpa. Get used to them, they're going to be around for a while. Pollen, which drops life, PL, and stone armor, similar to Sea Sludge, they're everywhere. And lastly, the M Golem, which I think is Magic Golem. They drop stone armor, but most importantly, hero armor. That is the 4th best armor in the entire game, and multiple people can wear it. So try if you can. Anyway, now that we're here, we're going to go to the left here, and this is Guntz. Which should look very familiar if you played Breath of Fire 1. This is very similar to Gant. And the reasoning for that is, it's full of bull people. Hey bud, What are you selling? So in here in the armory, they do have better stuff than we have now. It's just crazy expensive. So yeah, like the brass sword would raise us 34 points. Blind armor. Yeah, this is all just too expensive. Remember this place for later, because you can always come back when you get some cash, because right now, we can't afford it. Any of it. And that's super sad. But keep that in the back of your mind if you need a quick power boost and you got some cash. Next up is the item shop up here, which again sells really good stuff. Like help BLs, they sell W fruits here, cure all, life potions. This is all just awesome. And then lastly, if you have the cooking carpenter like we do, frisbee, shaved ice, and F spice. Those are all amazing cooking ingredients. But for now, I'm gonna grab, one full stack of W fruit. I already have one. Then 2 help BLs, so that'll be 2 stacks, and then another stack of help BLs. And then as many life potions as I can carry. And this is all for the next episode, not for now, but holy cow, we're gonna have a tough boss fight in the next episode. Quite possibly the hardest in the game. Clean up, there we go. It can be even harder than the dreaded High Fort dungeon. Oh boy. Alright, now that we've done our shopping, let's go up here to the top building and push forward the best ending. This is quite the workshop. Also, for town residents, this guy here is Kara Shinikofu. Kara. This is the Kara guy. He'll open up an armory that sells items worse than Guntz sells, so don't bother. But what we want to do is head to this very back wall and head right behind this bookshelf, because there's a staircase down. And hiding down here in the bottom is the person we're looking for. Her name is Aichichi. It's a kind of a joke name, I think, that talks about her voluptuous body. If you know anything else about that, let me know. Or don't. Keep it PG. But here we go. Let's talk to her. Oh, a customer. I'm the engineer, Aichichi. May I help you with something? Yes, you can. But first, why are you hiding down here? Well, it's not that I was hiding. I had a lot to think about. Like, can I make a machine that flies in the air? My, I was carrying on again. I am sorry, what did you need again? You can ask about her body and you'll get a funny response, but I'm just gonna, again, keep it PG, talk about the machine, and this only appears if you went in the well and investigated that weird machine area. Yeah, we got this weird machine in our well. Oh yeah, machines are wonderful. Cold shiny metal, accurate movement, without waste. There's a lot of waste. That sound, that smell of oil. Oh, it makes me tickle. Oh god. Aichichi, no. Aichichi, no. Oh, excuse me, when it comes to machines, I get a little carried away. I can tell. So about our well. What? There's a machine under your town that you haven't seen before? Oh, please let me examine it. Goodness, this is so exciting. And that's it. There you go. We're done in Guntz for a while. All we gotta do is head out, and we're gonna go back to Township, and she will relocate on her own. So I'll see you there. With the power of Warp Spell. Alright, now that we're here, we're gonna pop into the well and check in on Aichichi, see what she thinks about this weird machine. So, I mean, if we're living over it, is it dangerous? It's got that dangerous music in here. Hey girl, so what do you think about this? Mumble. Isn't there a way to fly like the great bird from Windia? Focus, girl. What about the well? What about this weird machine that looks like a helmet? Alright, so we did, again, do this a little early, and that's a hint that there are some islands we can't reach because we can't fly, and that's our hint to go to Windia. But for now, regarding the well, doesn't really help. Like I said before, I'm doing it ahead of time so I don't forget and lock myself out of the best ending. So for now, what I'm going to do is give out some homework. What we're going to want is our team to be level 20. Not a bad task for Ryu or Cat, That's a huge ask for Jean and Bo, because they're lagging behind pretty hard. So, a good place to level up at this point is over at Guntz. Mainly because all those enemies are killable by us. And if we're super lucky, the M Golem will drop some armor. So for now, that's your homework. Getting a bunch of fights out here and level up to 20. You don't have to be exactly 20, just get really close to it. Trust me, it'll help a lot. Oh, would you look at that? An S Golem. Alright. Well, let's chip away some of that outer shell. Now, as you can see, we're not doing great damage here. However, he does great damage to us. What I meant to say is, if you want, you can just spam dragons, go rest in Guntz, and then come back out and do it again until you get a high enough level that you can take him down. I wouldn't recommend using W fruits unless you replenish them in your inventory, because I'm not joking, we need a stack of 9. But hey, Jean's level 15. See how quick this is gonna go. But alright, so for now, I think I'm gonna head back into town. Probably should rest. There's an inn here, right? I believe right here. There we go. Yeah, it's marked on the inside. Fantastic. Hey, your finest beds, please. Alright. Just that easy, not too expensive, so we should come out in the green here still. Anyway, there's a nice little dragon shrine right here, so I think I'm gonna save, and this is where we're gonna call it quits for this episode. So this has been part 17 of our Breath of Fire 2 guided walkthrough, where we saw all of the secrets and got blue on our team. Stay tuned for the next episode as we continue the story, Finding the Grass Man. If you liked the episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, as it'll help the channel grow. Thanks.